And we're back with Phoenix Wright, passive-aggressive attorney.
No,
Justice.
it's a Trilo show. Fuck off.
The Trilo show, episode 20.
Alright, Mr. Big Red Tie and Big
Trilo
Red
Tie.
Alright.
Trilo tie.
This is irrelevant. This is the important bit that we need to press. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Oh boy, I hope you're ready.
Snobby three-piece getup.
Get the back set of your ears, lawyer. Nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall.
I mean, we've all got to do this at the same time, right?
Max three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense altogether now?
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Fucking Matt, you didn't join in.
Thank
That's
you.
alright, I was on Twitter.
Get off fucking Twitter.
Trilo quiz.
Sorry, I was on Twitter.
Message.
You ruined it.
Nick? I was on Twitter. But I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
I have to make like a Maya Fey Twitter now. You know you have to now, right? Do it.
What, sorry?
Matt now has to make a Maya Fey dedicated Twitter.
Okay.
There already are.
Make another one, specifically for advertising our channel, clearly.
No.
Discussing channel plans in the middle of an episode, yeah!
Yes. Distribute the Trilo show more and more. I will take over this world, motherfucker.
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. Oh,
There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something to miss in this?
There is no proof it was Max. Where's the proof it was Max?
I only saw Max. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange? Your fucking spiky hair?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Fucking...
The Ringmaster! You fucking idiot!
Location of the Ringmaster's head. There it is. That's the victim.
Hold on. Right, carry on. Repeat your line, Lawrence?
Oh, did you put something there?
No, I got interrupted. Gonna have to cut it out.
That's the victim! So I changed the way of saying it now.
That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the Ringmaster as well. Ah!
Obviously, the Ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Fucking dum-dum. Anyone could have seen him if they'd had sense, you fucking idiot bitch.
Wow.
What are you talking about? The Ringmaster and Max went together to the Ringmaster's room.
Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Battlestar Galactica was supposed to be in the Ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
I see nothing. My eyes are closed. And now they're open. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony.
Jafar?
And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right.
You're right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony.
Bitch.
I am flawless. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
No!
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore.
There is no bed, there's only Trilo in his body bag.
I mean, didn't he not have Trilo during that time? Right?
Yeah.
Wrong!
Like, he is technically talking, it is technically Ben talking, but still.
It is technically Ben. If you look closely when he talks, like, so if you go back, if you look closely, you can see his mouth move. Not that pose, but the other pose. That one, yeah.
I mean, he does it in the one you were talking about anyway.
Yeah.
But the point is, that Trilo couldn't have been there because he was in the Ringmaster's room.
Nah,
because that's where Max hid him.
Why did you do that?
Something to do with the ball, yeah, probably.
Endeavor to the plaza to do some thinking.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix writes, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. He's got 2 more brains than you.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was.
Nice.
One asshole.
Okay.
Also thunker.
He thunks real good.
He can thunk all night long.
I need to contradict something.
I mean... I know that he tries to greet Max one point, but I think it's a later contradiction. He was the only one heading that way. How could that not have been the killer?
I'll press the other statement. You saw Max and only Max that night?
Gauge presenting can you can ask all you want, my answer won't change. The only person saw that night was Max fucking Galactica.
He really needs to improve his manners.
What
Fuck
manners?
you.
You've heard what he has to say. Let him continue with his testimony.
Oh, fuck. I guess I'll press this again. Oh, I can't press anything else. Okay.
Gotta think this one through.
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
The police that would have been around. Hey, what time was it? Yeah.
I think it was around, I'd say after 10:30 PM.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty important one, yeah.
Practice ended at 10 PM, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is,
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in the weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
Who said we were waiting for someone?
here we go, that's what you do.
Mr. Phoenix writes, we can all do without your offhanded theories.
Objection! But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something.
Mr. Wright. Who would you suppose the witness was waiting for in the cold at night?
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer Regina.
You died.
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Do you understand?
What the fuck is... Sorry, is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question, you know.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Did you forget it?
Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Huh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to
I'm
arrive.
in a picture.
Moreover... Ooh, excuse me. Even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have had paid them a second thought.
Oh. I think it's close again.
Thought ass.
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
Objection! However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. Ow!
You're a fucking idiot! There is absolutely no way that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time.
Oh.
It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Pain!
Don't volunteer things! Volunteering is for poor people.
Mr. Quest, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you, or were you not, waiting for a hoe at the entrance to the lodging house?
How dare you, you bald motherfucker! She is not a hoe. I was.
You can answer entirely.
I was ready to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
It's so romantic.
Rada.
What's the matter? You think the humans have a monopoly on marriage?
Yeah. That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. That's next case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
Oh, more pain.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. You Muppets reject. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Right.
Wait. Is this?
Yes.
Okay. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night, and it was a present for her. My dick, I mean, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
You were going to propose, you, a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't do love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I can propose to her too.
Oof.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Exactly. Now get the fuck out of my turf.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now.
Oh, Mr. Right, don't you fucking judge me. Continue, go.
Ah, did you hear that? His sigh seemed a little wistful.
Oh.
Yeah.
It seems he wants to propose to Regina even though he's married?
She's not actually married.
We don't care about this bit. I should have pressed this. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. My dick! Anything I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
Dummy, it was an engagement ring, Pop.
An engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Wait, stop a second. Volcom isn't a chair, where's the fucking chair?
Only the judge is in a chair, I think.
Where's Volcom's
I only
chair?
have the most perfect of chairs.
The one that's not visible.
That's why it's at home. It's my throne.
It could be a stool.
You're lying,
We
man.
don't want to...
I know, but I was told to wait.
By who?
Me, I was like, I've already finished what I was saying.
Oh, I know. Anyway. I think Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Marriage isn't real.
What?
Time for this to end right here.
Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad.
Equals bad.
Push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed like ow!
I advise you to cut this argument short, you fucking idiot.
I'm going to agree to the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the arrangement ring, I'd like to stick to the facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Who planned on...
This is now incorrect. Objection!
Get wrecked, bitch.
Trilo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
Oh, if he went briefly.
Oh no!
There we go, he's back.
What is it?
What is it? What are you talking about?
Uh-oh, looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
That's mine. Give it back, thief. I'll take you to court.
We're in court.
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Did his head explode?
Yes.
What's going on here?
That's... Then say something, you little shit!
Don't put this on the spot like that, Trilo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean money? A room they put money in? Like a bank?
That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him.
Oh. Mr. Quest, I prefer if you avoid slandering innocent fiats in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word.
Hey. Ah, I see. Well done.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was... that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details, I need more details!
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have well, we could have been taken around that time, I suppose. Oh, yeah! They came for the taxes.
Ben, what's wrong with you? Oh, whatever. It was nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I'm gonna open my window.
Having
Hopefully it's
admitted
not too loud.
thing, now I, Mr. Trilo Quist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know what I did? I chased after that ring, snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
Saw this slow, loofy fool called Bentoro. He was mumbling his way through the snow. That dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Shame?
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point?
That
What
doesn't
point
exercise
could
enough.
that possibly
I
be?
just want to see that, just see what he says.
Alright. Shift
No,
F1.
I'm curious.
Obviously, that one Mr. Benjamin Woodman is lacking in the area of exercise. This is clear from the testimony we have just listened to. He was too slow and awkward to catch a monkey fleeing through the snow. This revelation doesn't seem to be registering too well around the courtroom.
Maybe you should leave the courtroom drama for video games. Yeah, maybe? Maybe rethink that one, huh?
Okay.
That was great.
Back here. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? How dare you use logic? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
Ah, shit.
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Oh. Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Objection! Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Objection! Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying! He is blinded by his rivalry with Max!
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. The witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
Ah, shit. How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork fish in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless piece of shit.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that first night. I mean, that night, sir.
Voice acting is hard.
I've told you so many times, you think you know my story's not changing.
So is
You've
there
already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it'll change some
fuck was that
more.
noise?
Where there is usually one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah! Hamburgers.
Ooh.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for my baby. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence, that prick. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Max Galactica at that scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Oh boy.
What symbols could there be? So, that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
Yeah, that's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Maxi boy.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him.
How long was it until you came back to where you're waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about
I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could not have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Could have.
Shish.
It's alright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Bold of you to assume I can read.
Yes, this doesn't matter. Okay.
I'm Francisco von Kammer, I'm 19 years old and I
This
never
is
learned how to
irrelevant.
read.
Isn't she 18?
Whatever.
Okay, this interaction is interesting. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions, don't you? You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And It's obvious that I say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You guys understand, you little shit? No, let me guess, it's not it, Trilo. You say good evening and
I'm sorry, Trilo.
fuck you.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performance. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Ben's half of the comedy act.
Oh, we can do that. Let's see what that introduces.
I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to reveal your work, he would say, "Ow!"
He would say, "Ow."
You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? That's me. Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
You should know better. Ow! 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 That hurts!
That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness.
Anyway, it should be Trilo's evening greeting.
You shouldn't have said
Isn't that a bit strange to you? Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly how is it strange to be cordial with one of your co-workers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max, but how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
So I'm supposed to
The
present the
answer
glass
is-
bottle.
Lie.
Objection! Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
Yeah, play Smash.
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
Settle it in Smash.
Wasn't that back of jail just an argument? This is agreement of most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Bonk!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? Lawrence?
What?
Oh, there you
Sorry,
go.
I didn't realize the judge. Is that an admission of assault and battery?
Ow! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Lewd?
Don't
Objection.
rude the puppet!
Are you
Don't
saying this
lewd
witness
me!
is lying?
Yeah,
You know lying is
yes.
forbidden. That he
Lying
is trying
is
to
forbidden.
frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene.
I didn't tell a single
Tapioca,
lie,
tapioca,
honestly, I
don't lewd the puppet shota.
What? What?
Really, don't do it the raccoon lily.
Anyway, go on, repeat your line, sorry, Iffy.
I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just,
There's enough fast enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
let's clarify this testimony for the court. What? Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He's a different person. It
He
is my
saw
belief that the
ass.
witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
A good one.
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer.
Oh.
The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica.
Oh.
That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? You...
Would events kindly explain who Trilo saw that evening then? It
No?
was the ringmaster with his bald-ass head.
Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
No, Your Honor, it is not
You
Regina.
back the fuck off,
If it was
you old
Regina,
son of a
Trilo would have
bitch.
given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
I think, Francisco, you would have benefited yourself by playing fucking stupid at that moment. Why? Why
Because Francisco's
structure my
perfect.
argument for me?
She's perfect.
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. You just went full Waluigi.
Right there. Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Well, I got no wee. Wait a second, swag.
Exactly why are you?
First I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Mexican Galactica.
Oh. I think it's high time that we clear about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of that plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
Oh, here we go, guys. You ready?
We're just getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone. All together now. Ah!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
Objection! A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
I doubt that.
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Say, Spock. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What? I never considered framing.
This wrong karma.
That he could have been framed.
Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If
pants?
that's the case, then it's impossible to me to take a judgment at this point.
Yes, I think we finally want to point in this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Oh no.
Huh?
I'm doing finger waggles. You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but...
But. I like buts.
who that person was could only be answered by the next witness.
And we'll answer, see who this next witness is next time on Phoenix
I
Wright.
bet it's Kermit.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog here.
Place your bets, boys. Is it Kermit or Miss Piggy?